using a 19mm socket, let's go ahead and remove our lug nuts. Take your wheel, remove it, set it aside. And remove this nut off of our sway bar end link here. Ours is a little bit rusty, so we're going to use our Allen key, and it goes in the end of the bolt. We did spray it down with some rust penetrant. I'm going to go ahead and tap that in. Make sure that's in all the way. And then we're going to go ahead and slip our gear wrench up on there. Let's go ahead and loosen this. And use our Allen key to hold the bolt or the end of the sway bar end link and remove this nut. So we're using a 14mm gear wrench to go ahead and remove this nut. We're using the bottom part of the strut to hold leverage on our Allen wrench here to get this nut off. So we're using our Allen wrench up here with our nut, the Allen wrench hole stripped out. So basically, when we spin this here, the shaft is spinning. Our next option is to use a pair of locking pliers. I'm going to try and grab this here without ruining the boot on our link. We're going to lock this on. And then we'll try and remove the nut the rest of the way. Go ahead and release the pliers. Let's go ahead and remove this link and our brake line bracket. Using a 17mm socket and extension, I'm going to go ahead, loosen and remove our lower strut bolt. I'm going to install our Allen wrench on the bottom here. Now we did soak this down with some rust penetrant. I'm going to use our 14mm gear wrench, and let's go ahead and remove the nut here. I'm just going to continue doing this until the nut comes off. Install your lower link. Line that up and go ahead and thread that nut on. Now on the end of our stud here is a T30 Torx bit, and our nut is a 17mm wrench. So we're going to go ahead and put the wrench on, put our Torx in there. I'm going to go ahead and tighten this nut down. sure that's snug. Line up your bracket for your brake flex hose. Just going to go ahead and get our end link lined up. Once we have this lined up, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that our bracket is locked up and in a place for our flex hose. Get our nut started. Let's go ahead and tighten that down. And torque these down to 33 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and install our wheel. Go ahead and get our lug nut started by hand. Once we get all these on, we'll go ahead and snug them down. Let's go ahead and torque our lug nuts down to 80 foot-pounds.